When you come to Lake Powell, you think of houseboating, vacations, and summertime fun. Little do people know that they're floating on a treasure trove of unique and mysterious history. From the beginning of Glen Canyon at Lee's Ferry at its mouth to its upper reaches at Height, Utah, where the river and the lake kiss, you will find mysteries within the depths. One such place is Lone Rock, at the lower end of Glen Canyon. Lone Rock is located at the westernmost end of Wahweap Bay. It is one of the most popular places at Lake Powell. Throughout the entire year, you'll find campers on its beach. Let's do a little dive and talk about this massive monolithic island of sandstone. Lone Rock is a giant chunk of 165 million-year-old Entrada sandstone. Lone Rock was subjected to a slower rate of erosion due to many factors, like being less fractured, and better protected due to the harder rooftop layer called the Natrita Formation that used to be above it. What we do know is that Lone Rock had a trail passing by it at its base in the early 1800s. In 1829 and 1830, the old Spanish trail route pioneered by Antonio Armijo went right by Lone Rock. The Armijo route of the old Spanish trail was created as a trade route between Santa Fe and Los Angeles. Antonio Armijo was a Spanish trader who wanted to capitalize on trade between the two settlements, which was now part of the newly created country of Mexico. His trail passed Lone Rock and was most likely used as a spot to camp for the night. In the 1880s and 1890s, Lone Rock was used extensively by stockmen ranging cattle down Wahweap Creek. It was said that the grasses at the base of Lone Rock were as high as the horse riders' stirrups. Some of the cowboys even carved their names at the base of Lone Rock.
A winding sheet of blue stretching across parts of Arizona and Utah is Lake Powell, the jewel of the Colorado.
In 1963, the Glen Canyon Dam began impounding the waters of the Colorado River, and before long, Lone Rock became a key destination for any boater and traveler that found themselves in the lower reaches of Lake Powell. By 1990, Glen Canyon National Recreation Area was seeing over 2 million visitors annually. Lone Rock Beach became one of the two massive party beaches at Lake Powell. Memorial Day became synonymous for its craziness. Lone Rock Beach was, by all accounts, the place to be back in the early 1990s. These days, with lower lake levels, it's become more difficult to drive down to the water and park unless you have the vehicle to do so. Back in 2021, Lone Rock, for the first time since Lake Powell's filling, became walkable. No longer was it able to be reached by boat. In 2023, Lake Powell received a massive 60-foot rise in water levels, and once again Lone Rock was accessible by boat. But for how long? The water year of 2025 fell very short, and once again we will see the drying of Lone Rock Bay unless the next few winter seasons are generous.